Hey, welcome back, everyone. It's me, Mr. 4K. On this video, I want to give you a perspective on what you are missing uh, when you're not using 32 by 9 ultra widescreen. Now, obviously, this is only available and possible with the PC. You can do it either through ultra wide 50-inch ultra wide screen, or you could do triple monitors. The thing with the triple monitors is there's these bezels, and depending on how thick the bezels are, that might be an issue. But I would recommend a 50-inch ultra wide screen. It's your best possible experience, honestly, next to virtual reality. But for majority of people out there that I know, they all have been using a ultra widescreen, and with the ultra widescreen, there's no question about it. It's uh, the best possible field of view. And as a pilot, this is what you want. As a pilot, this is what you're looking for. Ask any pilot, and they'll tell you this is the best way to experience um, flight simulator because you have a great field of view, right? And you want that field of view, whether it's you adjusting your altitude easily. You can adjust the altitude, whatever it is that you need to do. It's all very easily adjustable. So let's just keep it at 24,000 feet. Hold the altitude. What's this? C mode. Keep that on. Okay. And you can look up, adjust whatever you need to adjust here. This is for your landing. So when you're landing, you can see better. Um, Everything is e easily accessible, and I think that's the unique part about having a ultra wide field of view. You know, for a flight simulations and uh, driving games, like Forza Horizon or Forza Motorsport, Assetto Corsa, Formula One, anything including flying, racing. Even for the sports games, playing NBA 2K26 on an ultra wide, so you can see the entire court, the entire, arena, uh, from left side to the right side. It just gives you a better perspective on video gaming. But when it comes to like flight simulator, this is it. Like, you know, there's There's no question about it. I have the privilege of having both the ultra wide screen and the PlayStation VR 2, so I can enjoy the best of the both worlds. People ask me what's better. Is PlayStation VR 2 experience better or is ultra wide better? They're both great. They're both great, but you have to understand something. Virtual reality, you are inside the cockpit. You are inside the plane, and it's a more realistic, immersive experience. Ultra wide is more of a field of view. Like, it's like being in an IMAX theater, right? Like when you're in an IMAX theater, you got a much better field of view. You see things that you normally wouldn't see on a different ratio. So they're both great experiences. It just depends on what do you prefer, you know. So let's go ahead and let's take off, shall we? Here we go. I guess we're moving. I don't know what's going on. The plane doesn't want to move for some reason. It's not responding. I don't know why. We might have to restart. Let's restart this. You know, this 787 always had issues. There's always been problems with this plane. It never works as it should be. And it's so annoying. Like a Sobo, you need to fix this plane.
Miami Tower, Boeing November
You know,
77 Tree
how long
44
has it
ready,
been
runway
now?
27, departure to the west.
All right, let's see if it works now. See what the deal is. All right. Okay, now it's working. Got a nice field of view here. It's so amazing. What a great field of view. Smooth as a butter. Gears up, flaps up.
Boeing 344, continue for west departure. Miami Tower, Boeing November 77 Tree 44, continue for west departure. Boeing 344, leaving my airspace, frequency change approved.
I actually have this yoke, Boeing 787 yoke. I have it. I should use it actually, to be honest. I have it. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere.
Boeing 344, did you copy?
Yes, I did copy.
Miami Tower, Boeing November 77 Tree 44, frequency change. Miami Center, Boeing November 77 Tree 44 is type Boeing B-78X, 1 miles east of 64 Foxtrot Lima, 5400. Request flight following. Boeing November 77 Tree 44, Miami Center, Squawk 5411. Squawk 5411, Boeing Tree 44. Boeing Tree 44, radar contact 1 mile south of 64 Foxtrot Lima.
I hope this video will give you some good idea and good perspective on like what it looks like to be flying in an ultra wide. This is amazing. Wow, look at this. And we can zoom in, you know. We want a better field of view. Absolutely. You see better. Just everything looks better. You have a much better orientation on where you are and where you're flying. It's just more realistic. And of course, if you include this Boeing 787 uh, from Thrustmaster, I have this one actually. I have it. I have this exact same replica of Boeing 787 Thrustmaster flight stick. I mean, yoke stick, and I should be using it with this 787 to be honest. I don't know why I'm not using it. I should be using it actually. I'm sure it will be a more immersive experience. Yeah, it's great. Let me adjust a couple of things here. There we go. Just a couple of things that I needed to adjust. Looking good here. I need to find out where my yoke is, my Thrustmaster Boeing 787 yoke is, and I should certainly use it. I know I have it somewhere. I just don't know where it is. I also got the Turtle Beach Velocity 1 and also got the Turtle Beach Velocity 1 flight stick. I have a lot of controllers. I've got the Thrustmaster. Yo, I have so many flight controllers, but it took me a long time. I didn't buy it all at once. It was, you know, something that took me a long time to acquire, you know. But I'm glad that I still have those controllers because it really adds to the experience of flying. So the whole point of this video is just to give you guys a a better perspective on what you are missing in terms of field of view and vision. What you are missing when you're not using ultra widescreen. Ultra wide screens are expensive, of course. They're $1,000. They're very expensive. The cheapest one you can get is like $800, but still, it's expensive. You know, for $800, you can buy a PS5 Pro. I mean, you just add an additional $100 and you get yourself a PS5 Pro. So, you know, it is expensive. I'm not going to sit here and say that it's not. Is it worth it? That's up to you. You see, people always ask me these questions. Is it worth it? What's better, virtual reality or ultra widescreen? It really depends on your preference. What is your preference? Some people don't like VR because they get nauseous. Some people prefer this. Well, majority prefer this, to be honest. But it depends on your preference, what your preference is. I mean, I use my ultra wide for a variety of different video games, but mainly for a flight simulator, of course. But you can use it with a variety of different uh, games as well. Like I said yesterday, I was playing NBA 2K26, and it was amazing. And I was also playing Trepang 2 in ultra wide. It was amazing. You can play Call of Duty in ultra wide. You can play FC 26, Madden. I mean, all these sports games. So, you know, there's certainly a value there. And there's also other games that you can play in ultra wide as well, like Diablo 4, right? World of Warcraft. You know, so there's a benefit. And of course, Forza Horizon 6 will look amazing. It will look amazing. You'll see Japan better than ever in Forza Horizon 6 on an ultra wide screen with everything maxed out, with all the ultra quality sets to your graphics presets. Um, and then you add 120 hertz refresh rate on top of that. If you have one of those ultra wides, an OLED ultra wide with 120 hertz, and then you add an HDR on top of that with a high peak brightness, oh yeah, you are in a Forza Horizon 6 heaven. Uh, but but it's expensive, you know. I mean, everything that's great, it's expensive. Like living in a expensive penthouse, yeah, it feels great.
One tree
What a
to
great view,
decimal
right?
4. Boeing
Better than living in
344.
a shithole. Like if you live in a ghetto or in a projects or in the slums, sure. Living in a beautiful penthouse, looking at the ocean, sure, it's better. Of course. So I know that this video, it's like a special interest because majority of you will say, well, I cannot afford this, Mr. 4K. Why are you showing me this? Well, I'm not making these videos for everyone. Not every video it's for everyone. And that's okay. I'm aware of that. I'm aware which videos will have more views, which videos will not have more views. I'm not an idiot. I'm not stupid. But I'm making this video for people out there who have the money, who have the ability to choose what they want to buy and they can afford, right? I'm making this video for specific individuals out there who have the money and they are, maybe ex-pilots, they're retired pilots, and they're looking like what's the best way to experience this. And so basically with this video, I'm giving them some sort of um, an idea, if you will, or I'm giving them if you will, a better perspective idea on what it might look like how's the field of view. And when they see this, when they see that you can have such a great wide field of view, you can see everything, right? Especially if you're sitting close to a screen, you feel like you are inside a cockpit, honestly. Um, because these 50-inch Samsung ultra wide monitors have a little bit of a curvature. They're not completely flat. They're curved for a reason. So that way you have that nice ultra wide curvature, which really works well, especially for a flight simulator. Like I said, this looks amazing. But you have to see this in person. You know, it's a one thing watching this like this on your TV, and it's a whole other thing. Just imagine 50 inch. 50 inch is pretty big, diagonal 50 inch, right? And then just imagine staring in front of a giant 50-inch ultra wide, very close, and then looking left and right. And that's what pilot wants. And then on top of that, you have a flight stick that you can move around. Uh, that's the kind of immersion that they're looking for. That's what they want. You know, that's what these pilots are looking for, and that's what they want. And well, ultra wide certainly will give them that experience, especially if they have a really good controller, um, like a yoke or a flight stick. Uh, then the experience will even be more immersive. What am I using right now? Right now, I'm using a controller, and of course, controller. I wouldn't recommend controller, and no one's using a controller with Microsoft Flight Simulator. Trust me, I doubt there's that many people using a controller. Majority are using a flight stick or a yoke. What else can you do with this ultra wide screen? Well, there's also Tobii Eye Tracker. Tobii Eye Tracker, think about it. You're sitting very close in front of this 50-inch ultra wide screen, and then you put on the Tobii Eye Tracker where it's, you know, monitoring your moves. So when you move, the screen moves, the camera moves. You know, when you move forward, it moves forward. But when you move backwards, it moves backwards. And it gives you an even more immersive experience. So you can do that as well. You can either use Tobii Eye Tracker or you could use a IR tracker. I would recommend an IR tracker because IR tracker seems to be working better from what I have heard. So I would recommend an IR tracker, and it works really well. If you're going to buy an ultra wide, might as well buy an IR tracker along with a flight stick or a yoke stick. You know, there's so many out there that you can choose from, and enjoy this experience. You know, but look, PlayStation VR 2, it's good for a console. I mean, the fact that you have that ability on a console that you can immerse that you can immerse yourself with a virtual reality headset, that's pretty amazing as well, you know. So I just have a privilege. I'm lucky that I have the privilege of experiencing the best of the both worlds. So I guess you could say technically I'm in a Microsoft Flight Simulator heaven. And don't forget, I also have Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. I have the old one, I have the new one and the old one. So I also have the PlayStation Portal, so I have the ability to play a flight simulator on a portal as well. Okay, which is also an amazing experience. And I also have Asus ROG Ally, so I can play it on there as well. And if they release Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 on a Nintendo Switch 2, which I heard that there's a possibility they might do that, then I'll have the best of the best. I'll have all of these variety of choices on how to experience this amazing Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. All right, well, I don't want to spend too much time on this video. I think I said enough. I think I explained everything to you guys. Um, I think you guys get the idea when you are watching this video. I think you will understand, um, why this is so unique. But if you truly want to understand it, you need to experience it. Remember, I said the same thing about the PlayStation VR 2. You need to experience it. You need to try it. Same goes for the ultra wide. You need to experience it. You need to try it. You know, until you try something, you really don't know. Honestly, this is why experience is very important. Unless you try something, you will never know. That's pretty much the reality of the fact. Anyway, thank you for watching this video, and I hope you all enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy it, please give me a thumbs up, give me a like, share this video because it really helps me out. And I will see you on the next video. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much.